Hey everyone, Alice here. We talk to the pretty boys, Atome and Gotcha Gaming, and anything else that's gonna get me in trouble. Possibly. I have some thoughts about these outfits. I may be roasting them a little bit. Anyways, we have a lot to get through today, so I'm going to break down everything as quickly and as clearly as I can without skipping anything that actually matters. I might even talk about things that really don't matter because there were a lot of updates, but there were a lot of little quality of life things, but we'll go over it. Um, the multi banner is out as well. So if you're confused about what is this system, what is a precise wish, don't worry, I got you. So we're going to talk about the new event, the outfits, the wish system, the mini game event, the rewards, new things in the shop, updates, everything. So there's a lot. I don't like Infold doesn't seem to know how to trickle information. They are just like, here's a big multi event, and we're going to update the game as well to a new version. And here's a lot of information. If you would like to go through it, good. But we'll briefly explain things to you and then, like, kind of leave out things that are semi important that you'll have to go and read for yourself. I don't know. Who knows? Anyways, we're going to make sense of it all. Timestamps will be available if you want to skip around and just want to look at something in particular, or if you want to go back and know about something like, well, wait, what was that kind of thing? It's all there. So, first off, let's talk about the multi banner, the spring flower, literally called Spring and Flowers multi banner that is out. This is where we have the new limited 5-star memory rate up, one for each boy, 5 multi banner for 5-star rules apply here. So, I did a video explaining the wish system in Love and Deepspace. So if you want to know more about how that works, what the rates are, and other banners, including the multi-banner and all that, please go check that out. But I will reiterate very quickly here. Again, I just won't go into great detail. So the multi-banner, there is the precise wish, and then you get to select. So you get to pick 3 out of the 5 featured memories. And then when you roll a 5-star, when you get your pity, you have a 75% chance that your 5-star is going to be one of the 3 that you picked. The other 25% can either be the 2 5-stars that you did not pick, or any of the 5-stars that are in the permanent banner, the standard banner. All right. There is a sort of a failsafe where you can pick a precise wish. That is, out of the 3 that you pick, you have a sort of backup, a, a backup wish here that you can pick. So basically, if you don't get your precise wish, then you're guaranteed to get that the next time you roll for a 5-star. If you do get your precise wish, then you start from scratch again and you pick something else. Now, one thing to note, I think that you can deselect these things. So you, as you're rolling, you can change the selected 3 that you picked as many times as you want, I believe. But if you have a precise wish, like that's like active, one of them has to be the precise wish. And if it's not, then you kind of lose your precise wish. Don't try this, but I'm pretty sure that if you accidentally misclick and you pick, 3 boys and one of them isn't the precise wish that you have, that if you go back and you pick your precise wish again, I think it should show up again. I don't know. I just wouldn't try it if you really want your precise wish. I'm just saying there. All right, so there are cumulative rewards that come with the event, the multi-banner. So this banner comes with a bunch of cumulative rewards depending on how many times you pull. So at 25 wishes, you get the universal headwear over bloom, which is just like little flowers. It's not like a flower crown, it's just flowers on their head. I think Xavier looks like adorable with it. I think like it actually works for Zane. Some of the boys, I think it looks a little out of character, but I guess it's supposed to look like they were just rolling around the flowers and they got like flowers stuck in their hair or something like that. Anyways, you get that after 25 pulls. You can get extra wishes as well. So at 50, 100, 150, and 250, you get 5 wishes each time for a total of 20. You unlock the outfits. This is how you get those outfits at 75, 125, 175, 225, and 275. So you get a crate, and in that crate, you can choose one of the outfits. There is no time limit on when you open this crate. If you're not sure on an outfit or whatever, you don't have to open it when you get it. Also, at your 200th wish or 200th pull, you will get a crate where you can pick one of the 5 stars. Okay, the outfits. Let's talk about these outfits. They're quite floofy. Very like I'm getting like romantic blouses, like Shakespeare swashbuckling vibes here, lots of frills, very sheer. There's a lot going on. And like Xavier's outfit, okay. Xavier's outfit is a lot. Like it is the most out of all of the boys. Like he's got frills, he's got ruffles, he's got embroidery. It is sheer. It's got a collar on it. He's got like a little tassel necklace. He's got leather suspenders. Did I mention there's lots of frills and ruffles? Okay, I'm trying to champion Xavier and like he's making it difficult with this outfit. That's all I have to say. He looks like he raided a historical drama prop room in the dark and he just put on everything. Like he's playing all the parts in the play. I'm sorry, Xavier. He's just not allowed to dress himself anymore. Anyways, it looks better in white. The white version, I don't know, maybe some of it kind of blends in so you can't really notice how extra it is, but it's still a mess, but it's like a much softer mess. Sylus is like it's very sheer, but it doesn't even have to be sheer because he's got like his chest is just out, which I mean is fine, but it's giving me like swashbuckling pirate vibes if that swashbuckling pirate was in like a Bed Bath and Beyond. I don't know, the recolor, the alternative color just reminds me of like a hotel bathroom wallpaper. I don't know why. Like it belongs in a Holiday Inn Express or something. And also, I didn't notice, but like behind, he's got like the t-shirt DIY cutouts. Like, you know what I mean? Like when you rip the t-shirt and then you like tie it back up with the knots and stuff. Like why? Why? Why has he got Y2K like t-shirt rips in the back? I don't know. Zane's actually I think Zane is his outfit is the least offensive out of all of them. I mean, like he ties it in the front, but at least it's not like he's tying it to like show off his midriff or something, which I mean, I guess would be fine. It would fit in with the other boys. I mean, there's still some ruffles, but it's like nothing too crazy, nothing too wild or anything like that. I do think that the colored version, the variation one, does look better, but this is fine. Like in the future, are we just like ignoring like doing one trend at a time and like everyone just does all the trends? Because they're like, let's bring back everything on the same piece of clothing. Raphael actually, okay, Raphael, I do find he's probably one of the best dressed boys. That's my opinion. I don't think it's because his clothes are great. I think it's just he pulls it off. Like despite like how much like I have a bias to Xavier, I can admit that I think Raphael's the prettiest of prettiest boys. And so whatever he wears, it usually looks good on him. He's a little fashion forward. Sometimes he's a little out there, but like works for him. This actually isn't that bad. I do think it looks better in the colors too. I mean, usually they do. That's why they're variants, right? They want to entice you to get dupes to get the color variants. Although I'm a little confused at why Raphael's color variant is purple and Xavier's is pink. Like, shouldn't that be the other way around? Caleb Caleb looks like he went to like Mardi Gras or something. He got a lot of beads. He got a lot of beads on him. Okay, at least I think those are beads. I think it looks fine either white or the colored variant, but the colored variant, it's giving me vibes of like Caleb accidentally washed his white shirt with his blue jeans and now his shirt is kind of randomly blue. I know like I'm roasting these looks. I mean it ultimately like doesn't really matter. I don't think they're ugly or anything like that, but like I don't love them and I have questions about where they bought their shirts from. Are these designer shirts? Where did they come from? Enough roasting of the outfits. Let's talk about how do you get the recolors, the color variations. There are all these little nice pastel versions. The regular ones are the white outfits. I'm not like a fan overall, but I mean, I don't know. I don't really care if I get them. It's not like I really want the variants or anything like that. But I do think that the colors for most of them look better than the white ones. I don't know. They're okay. They're not the worst. I don't think they're the best outfits. And look, as much as I love Xavier, I just don't know if I want to wake up and see Xavier choosing to wear that shirt. Like, I don't know if I can handle that. It's like immediately go get changed. We are not leaving the house like that. All right, so the Blossom Escape mini event game, this is tied to the multi banner, and there's actually like a lot going on. It's one of those mini game events, and this time it's kind of like an action style game where you control this little the blobbus. I don't know how you say it, creatures, and you fight through the levels. The story's kind of cute, or at least the intro story, where the MC, she's playing this game and I guess she's like semi addicted to it or something. And you can rope in one of the boys to play. And it's got this sort of other aspect where it's like encouraging you to, well, not you, but the MC and the boy that she picks to go gardening in, real life, not in the game. There's a offline gardening part to it, which is just sets you up for like a cute little story thing there. Hopefully It gets cuter. I don't know. It was cute. I picked Xavier, of course, right? You can see. Like it's kind of meta in a way because she's like playing a game and you're playing like a game. It's like a gotcha game, I think, or a mobile game. It was giving me like vibes of if you've ever played The Sims and when your sim is on the computer and playing The Sims on the computer, and you're like, wow, this is so meta because I'm on my computer playing The Sims and my sim is doing the same thing. Kind of kind of had that sort of vibe to it. Anyway, so these mini events, the games and stuff, they're not usually that difficult. Sometimes they're really fun. I haven't really gotten to try much of this one, but really you can't lose at them, at least in my experience with them. Uh, I guess you can, I suppose, but they're fairly straightforward and they're pretty chill, usually pretty cozy here. So the Blobbus creatures are basically little slimes, but they're bouncy. You can customize their appearance, give them a name, pick their colors, add little head accessories. You can change the color of that too, and you can change your name and your appearance anytime you want. Super cute. Each of the boys has their own sort of Blobbus version. Blobbus? Blobbus? I don't know. Jeez. Version in the game, and they join you. Xavier is like a planet. He's got a little star doohickey, and Zane, he's a doctor with a snowflake on his head. Well, I mean, they're all just a head, right? Raphael is an artist. He's got his little beret and his little paint palette. Sylus is like a devil. I think his name is Feme Blobbus or some Feme Blobbus, whatever. He's got these little devil horns. I think it's kind of funny because it's like cute, but it's like he's like, "Grr, can I be the most grr thing in the game?" And Caleb, he's got his little flight goggles and little propeller on his head. It's cute. So your goal is to revive the Greenlands and save Bounce Planet. Yeah, I don't know either, but it's cute. And you fight corrosive creatures, gather energy and dewdrops of hope, and clear barren areas. And when you charge enough energy, you can summon one of the boys, Blobbus, to come in and help blast the enemies away. Seems pretty straightforward. So your progress is tracked in a research log in the greenhouse. You'll use your dewdrops of hope to level up the Blobbus research progress, which unlocks little stories for each boy. These are recorded in the log and they look like little text messages, I think. It looks like it's also gated, like most of the mini events, because they don't want you to go on unlocking everything on the first day. You'll need to raise your total research levels across all the boys' Blobbus to fully revive the greenhouse. Leveling them up also grows their flower gardens, so you can see it grow over time. More cute things. To be honest, these mini game events, they're all kind of the same deal in terms of what you unlock and the timing of how you unlock them, but they're usually worth doing because you get rewards. So in this case, the currency for this event are blossom crowns, which you can use in the exchange store to redeem for rewards. So what you can get in here, we got 10 deep space wishes, 500 diamonds. There's an outfit for the MC called Heartscape. There's some cute little face accessories. There are desk accessories like a little teacup. I think that's a little tissue box. There's an event exclusive title, Nascent Flower Bud. There's a new chat bubble with little flowers, super cute. And there are 2 new background music tracks. I'm guessing one of them is the song that has like lyrics to it that is on the banner page. And then the other one is probably the one that's like within the game, the mini game itself. I wouldn't stress too much about the outfit. it will be permanently available in the chocolate shop after the event ends, and you'll be able to buy it with chocolate. So if you're trying to figure out what you want to buy first here, you don't really have to worry about the outfit. If that's something that you want, you can get it later. So my advice would be to prioritize the diamonds and the wishes first, and then grab any of the other little things that you like. I mean, even if you don't really like it, because this stuff doesn't usually come back again. If you play the mini game every day during the event or almost every day, you should have more than enough blossom crowns to buy out the entire store. That's my experience with playing any of the events so far. I haven't had any problems with currency. Sometimes it feels a little slow in the beginning and you might be like kind of freaking out a little bit, but like eventually like I just get so much currency that I don't even know what to do with it. Like I have so much coins because of the events, because that's what happens when you have nothing else to buy. It just turns into coins. Okay, so let's talk about the shop updates, because a bunch of things were added to the shop and we're going to go through them one by one because there's actually some cool stuff in here and there are some things to talk about. So, first, the MC outfits. So, the MC got all these new spring daily outfits to match with the 5-star memories. And it says they're permanently 61% off. So that makes them 300 crystals. Normally they'd be 780. Yeah, I know. Permanently 61% off is kind of weird. It's just a marketing thing. I mean, they could just put it for 300 crystals, but then you wouldn't feel like you were getting a deal. Just, marketing psychological stuff there. So 300 crystals is actually the amount that you get if you pay for the monthly pass, the Aurum pass, which is $6.99. So you could think of it that these outfits are $7. So if you want one of the outfits, that would be probably the best way to go about it instead of just buying the 300 crystals on their own, because the monthly pass, you get other things with it. You get a lot of diamonds if you log in every day. I think it's actually worth it if you want to spend money on the game. Obviously, if you don't want to spend money on the game, you're not forced to. But I do think it's good value there. So also to keep in mind, each one of these outfits comes with 3 things. So you get the dress, you get the hair accessory, and you get the earrings. These are also everyday outfits. You can't use them in battle. Mostly you'll probably be using them in the photo booth because that's pretty much the only time that you see the MC. So let's look at these outfits. I'm not going to roast these outfits like the boys' outfits. These ones actually are really cute and very spring-like. And you know what? I'm here for the MC having cute outfits. I think the pink one's nice. Um it does give me like prom vibes. That's not necessarily a bad thing though. It just seems a little formal, I guess. I do like the purple one. The hair clip to me seems a little big, but that's just a personal preference thing. I'm leaning more towards Mist Rose Saviors. And it's not just because it's Saviors, it just looks really cozy. Even though it's like the most covered up and it looks like a little old fashioned, but still like kind of modern. Like modern, old fashioned. That doesn't make any sense. Anyways, also in the crystal shop, there are some headwear accessories. These are universal. That means you can wear them with the MC or any of the boys. There's this mysterious antenna thing for 60 crystals, these Y2K alien sunglasses for 60 crystals, and then just a face mask for 30 crystals if you want to relive your COVID days. There's also an artistic decor set in the selected shop. This is for your room slash shrine. The full set includes a gold and silver ornate frames, both in portrait and square shapes. There is velvet ropes that you can place. I guess like in front of the wall, there is a matching wallpaper as well that you can put on the background. And there's like these little like labels, when you go to an art exhibit that say the information about what the art piece is called, who the artist is, and all of that. I think that's kind of a cute touch because you can like literally turn your room into like a mini art exhibition. I feel Raphael might actually be impressed. He's still gonna judge you, but he'd be impressed, I think. This whole set costs 180 crystals. It is currently 40% off until May 18th. I think the set itself is permanent, but the sale is only till May 18th. Okay, so there are new stuff in the Lunar shop. So the things that they've added are from past cumulative rewards from previous solo banners. I do remember reading that those rewards would be available in the Lunar shop. Now, they said, I'm pretty sure in the next update, but maybe they meant like version update because like I just thought they meant after the event, but that's not the case for some of them. But what is here are some tortoiseshell glasses, a laurel crown, snuggly little bunny ears, this tear face accessory, the falling maple leaf head accessory as well. I think that it's nice that they put these in the Lunar shop because not everyone wants to pull on the boy specific banners, like on the solo banners, just to get these items, but you might still want them because they're usually universal. Also, there are 5 new photo poses. These are general poses, so they're not character or boy specific. Any of the boys can use them. There is also a profile theme and a tap effect. It looks like it's supposed to be Hunters Association themed. I'll talk more about that stuff because that is something that is new that has been added, but you can get one of those here with lunar emblems. The profile theme seems to match the avatar frame, which I thought was nice. It's a nice little touch there. So, how do you get lunar emblems? Well, you get them by ranking up 5 stars, basically pulling dupes. Every time you pull a dupe, you get 20 lunar emblems up to 3 per 5 star. I don't know what happens afterwards. I guess you just don't get any more lunar emblems. You just get heart sand, I guess. I don't have any 5 stars fully ranked and pulled another one, so I don't really know. But I do have 180 emblems. I'm not sure, does that mean I'm lucky or unlucky? It means I'm unlucky because most of those were dupes that I did not want. And I don't have all the 5 stars that are available even in the standard pool. So unlucky. But yeah, that's how you get them. Okay, there are some new things in the chocolate shop. So when we're talking about the MC outfit from the Blossom Escape event, it will be here after the event is done permanently that you can buy with chocolates. What they've added is some gaming gear. There's a controller here, which is kind of hilarious because the game still does not have controller support. There's a little handheld here, kind of like looks like a Switch or maybe even a Vita. Also, the game is not on console platforms, so also kind of funny in that sense. And there's 2 keyboards here. I think that these are supposed to tie in with the new Affinity unlocks, which I'll talk about later in more detail, but there are some PC sets, Decor there in the higher levels. So maybe these are to match those. I don't know. There are some cozy hangers, so new badge hangers. There's some fuzzy ones, new shapes, and a snack cart because you get kind of hungry when you're sitting at your desk and admiring your pretty boys all day, I guess. Like, who wants to get up and get snacks? Just have a snack cart. Honestly, like, when are they gonna make the rooms even bigger? I know they just recently made them bigger, but I think they need I think I need more wall space. I think I need to see the other walls. Don't know if it was about Love in Deep Space. It could have been about a different game, but I remember hearing something about like apartments where you could decorate your apartment. Don't know if it was about Love in Deep Space or if it's another game. I play so many games and then like they all start to like meld together, the things that I hear. Anyways, I need more wall space because I got too many plushies and I need to display all of my plushies. In the premium shop, they have added a new Protocore uh, weekly special pack here. So this is for leveling your Protocores. It includes 60 diamonds, 60,000 gold, and core energies, which are used to level those up. You can buy one for 99 cents or three for 3.99. Right now it says 91% off. I don't know if that's going to persist past this week. I don't know if that's just for this week or if it's just for this update or if it's just for the event. Doesn't really say doesn't say if there's a time limit, but I am going to guess that's not going to be forever. I just don't know how long that's going to be there. Along with this, of course, they've added the limited time wish packs. It's called Everlasting Spring. So they have 8 packs here. It's the usual prices you'd expect from event wish packs. So if you're planning to pull, you might want to check those out. Again, if you want to spend money, there is the Blooming Promise event. This is kind of like a mini Promise Pass. So it runs until May 18th. So it's not as long as the Promise Pass, but there are 2 tiers. So you have a free tier and then you have a paid tier. You gain levels for your activity points, which is basically just doing your dailies. You can get up to 100 each day, and 100 equals 1 level. So, like I said, there are 2 tiers. So, in the free tier, you can get a head accessory, which is this mushroom forest accessory. Be Princess Toadstool. I don't know. Yeah, 800 chocolates. There's 1 SR Awakening Heart and extra resource materials. The paid tier, which is called Heartbeat Promise, it costs $6.99. It includes 10 limited wishes and 1 shared springtime crate, which means you get to pick one of the new MC spring outfits, which again, each outfit comes with the dress, the hair accessory, and the earrings. So you get 3 things in that. 1,200 chocolates, 1 SR Awakening Heart, and extra resource materials, and everything from the free tier as well. So basically, the free tier gives you a little something, but if you want the good stuff, the limited pulls, the outfit, then you'll have to pay for this. I don't think it is terrible value. I think the value is okay for $7 because if you were to buy if you were going to spend $7 in the premium shop to get limited wishes, you would only get 6. So here you get 10, but you got to do a little work. There's a little bit of patience involved, but you get a bunch of other stuff as well. You get all these chocolates, which they just added those new outfits for the boys in one of the previous updates not that long ago. So getting chocolates now probably isn't a bad deal because there are things to spend it on in the chocolate shop. Let's get into the game updates and quality of life changes. So Infold dropped a whole bunch of little quality of life improvements and affinity upgrades, and some of them are kind of surprising. I wasn't really expecting that. Nothing like huge, still nice. I do appreciate that Infold is updating the game, adding new things to the game. It's always nice when a developer is still developing their game. It's nice to see. The affinity cap has been raised, so now you can push even higher levels with the boys and get some more rewards. You'll find under the with him section if you want to know where you're at in your affinity levels. Like I'm currently 79 with Xavier, almost 80, and you can check and see what is coming up. So for the OG boys, Xavier, Zane, and Raphael, the cap is now at 220. If you manage to get to 200 or 220, you will unlock some very specific rewards. Some of Xavier's rewards, he's got a photo pose that's called I'm Yours, and he's like literally like handcuffed. I mean, it's just a pose, but like like you can do some stuff with this pose in the photo booth. Not gonna get into that, but you can do that. There's also some PC items here for your decor set. It looks like it's like a whole like PC upgrade. With Xavier, he's got like these headsets with the little bunny ears, which I think are really cute. There's also another pose that he has called Lover's Touch, where he's kissing the MC's hands. Very soft, very cute. It looks like most of the new stuff is this PC themed decor. I didn't really look at the other boys. I'm just using Xavier as an example because like I have a bias and I'm not going to go through every boy there, but you can see where you can go through it there. As for the other two, the others, Sylus, his cap goes up to 160 and Caleb's goes up to 130. So how do you level up your affinity levels? There are a few ways. Basically, any sort of interaction that you have with the boys will give you affinity levels. It's kind of passive in a way because you'll just naturally increase it as you play. And the more things you do for and with that boy increases his level. I think probably one of the main ways is just getting more memories, leveling up those memories, watching those memories, and then doing deep space trials, which to do higher level deep space trials, you'll need more memories and level up those memories. So yeah, you just get affinity by doing all those things. You other ways are through the phone, any messages that you reply to, there are social posts there, phone calls as well, and going out on dates with them. Like I said, playing the memories and playing the crane game, I think, and the kitty cards. I think you also get affinity there as well. This one is a small little update, but worth noting. The cap for saved favorite voice lines has increased. It's not really like a random feature update, it's tied to the affinity milestones. So as you raise your affinity with a boy, then your favorite voice line cap increases. So since they go up, the cap can go up if you get to those levels. So just kind of a side effect there. Just nice to have, nice to know. So I talked briefly about the tap effects and the profile themes in the shop. So these are new updates. The profile themes are tied to affinity levels. So you unlock them at affinity level 200. Since only the OG boys, Xavier, Zane, and Raphael, can reach that cap, they're the only ones that have these profile themes. I guess Silas and Caleb's will come later when you can actually reach those level caps. The tap effects aren't tied to affinity levels, they're tied to your memory collection. You unlock them when you have 10 different 5-star memories for that boy. You go claim it in the achievements section. It seems like a lot, like 10. Like I didn't even realize that I had 10 different Savior 5 stars. But then I remembered that I got his myth and that's 2. So if there are more myths coming up, I mean, we'll have Zane's myth rerun coming up soon, probably. Then those are ways that you can get more 5 stars. If you're close to getting 10 for a boy, I would suggest checking in the Wishing Well shop to see if any of the rotations there that you don't have the 5 star for some reason, and you might have enough shards that you can buy it and complete the required 10 and unlock the tap effects. So the tap effects, they're kind of cute. Xavier's is like a little purple star with little moon graphics and sparkles. Uh, Zane's is a little snowflake. He's got his little snowflake logo in the middle. Very cute winter vibes. Raphael's got a seashell with his little mermaid tail logo. Sylus has this red feather swirl with his feather logo in the middle. And Caleb's got this orange apple with an apple on the outside, apple in the inside. My favorites, obviously Xavier, but that doesn't mean like just because I like Xavier, I like everything about him. I just like his space theme. Like I'm down for the space theme, so I usually like his stuff. I like Zane's as well. The snowflake is pretty clean and it's like got nice wintry vibes. But to be honest, I don't really notice the taps. Like I never really noticed them that much. I notice them now because I changed it, but I'm probably not going to notice it in like a week. I'm just going to forget about it. I mean, they're cute and everything, but they're very subtle. Also, a little quality of life. You can preview what your profile now looks like to people on your friends list or when they look at your profile. If you want to see what they see, you can preview it. I also noticed that on your friends list, your profile is there as well. Because I saw it at first and I was like, what? I'm like, does somebody have like my exact thing? And I'm like, no, wait, Alice, that's you. I'm like, why am I up here? So I guess if you wanted to see what it looked like, maybe that was something that people had suggested in the surveys, perhaps, because seems very specific to me. We got some nice little quality of life updates around Protocores and the Deepspace trials, which should make progression and resource grinding a little bit smoother. So now you can run Deepspace trials on Saturdays, not just Sundays. That means all the trials are open on both weekend days. You still only get 3 attempts per day, but now you have 4 full days a week where each boys trial is open. It's a small change, but honestly, it's helpful, especially if you're like me and you forget like half the week exists or you don't know like what day it is. Protocores also got an update that makes it way less annoying to clean your inventory. So before you had to do this weird multi-step process of discarding lower rarity items and you had to do all this clicking and confirming and it was just a pain in the butt. So now you can use the auto discard feature. So you can set that to um, R or lower or SR or lower, and it will automatically turn it into materials. So you just set it and you forget it. And then whenever you get those materials in your runs, automatically gets trashed. Love this. It's a very nice little quality of life change. No more sifting through junk every couple of days and being like, ah, crap, I gotta do it because my thing is almost full. They also improved the match helper system when you're filtering and sorting through your protocores, which will help you hopefully build better protocore sets. I find it just more convenient just to see things. So now it can recommend your primary stats for specific myth companions. It can also filter your secondary stats. So when you're viewing the details, it will highlight the stats that you actually care about. Like for me, I care about crit rate. So now when I open the protocores and I look, I can see it bolded and it's there and it's happy. I'm happy because I don't gotta I won't miss it. Well, I still might miss it, but not easily. So it makes it so much easier. And I approve this quality of life change. Even though it's just a small thing, it makes things just that little bit faster and a little less frustrating. So the new Promise Pass season is about to start. It will be starting May 6th and it will be running till July 3rd. I say this a lot, but I still stand by that the Promise Pass is decent value. I think it's one of the best bangs for your buck in the game. If you're a regular player who just spends a little bit of money, I think that this is decent. So, this season's Promise Pass features two limited 4-star memories. We have Rafayel, Banquet of Lies, and Sylus, Free Fall, Gambit. Also, these 4 stars are special. They're not like the regular 4 stars. They have falling for you story moments, just like the 5 stars do. So they're like getting little mini date memories. All right, so what are you getting? What are the other rewards? This Promise Pass comes with butterfly themed headwear. So in the Secret Promise tier, you get Whisper Wings, which is the multicolored butterfly headgear. If you upgrade to the Heartfelt Vow, you'll get 2 extra color variants. So you get this white sort of iridescent one, and then this darker gothic style one. I really like the contrast. I think this is nice. These are nice variants. The Heartfelt Vow is the higher tier, so when you buy it, you will instantly get 20 promise levels, 10 standard wishes, the title set, the accessories, and you will unlock both limited 4-star memories. You will also get everything that is included in the Secret Promise. And if you just get the Secret Promise, you'll only get to choose one of the memories to unlock. Also important to note, there are no diamonds in the Promise Pass. That's not new. I'm just saying it again so you're not confused about that. What you do get, if you pay, you will get 12 limited wishes and you will get 12 more standard wishes. So you'll get a total of 22 standard wishes if you get the Heartfelt Vow as well. Also to note that the title set, the Iridescent Dream Weaver, is a set. It's probably 3 parts: the base, the prefix, and the suffix. You can mix and match those as well. If you want to know more about the Promise Pass and everything about that, I did do a video explaining all of that stuff there. So you can check that out if you would like to know more. Also, starting May 6th, we've got a check in event, another 10 days with you, this time featuring Xavier. It runs until May 24th. And yes, that lasts longer than 10 days, which means that you can miss almost a week and still get everything. So you check in for 10 days, you'll get Xavier's 4-star memory, Horizon's Pulse on day 10, and you'll also get some standard wishes, some diamonds, and some other little things like chocolates and gold, things like that. Also, I need to point out like Xavier looks so cute in his little spaceman suit. I just ugh, approved. I approve this. Starting on May 12th and running until June 2nd, we've got new kitty badge collection, Breezy Claws. So during this time, when you play kitty cards, you'll get your usual Meowco token and you're going to get a Breezy Claws token for this collection. So you get 2. So you can spend it on the new badge collection. Why should you care? Because getting badges increases affinity. If you pull an SSR badge, usually you will get some sort of text message from the boy that you pulled it with, and that gives you extra affinity points. So it's just another way to build up your levels, especially if you're grinding for those new levels and the new rewards that were just introduced. Also, I'll mention there's a rerun of Winter Pause, which will start June 1st to July 1st, but honestly, like it's so far away right now. But it's good to know that it's coming. There's also some mention about a Planet Lab offline floral planting event that's tied to the Wildlight Chronicles campaign. Personally, I don't really focus too much on these little tie-in events, not because they're bad or anything, just because I'm in Canada and they're almost always Asia only. China in particular gets a lot of these sort of local promo events. If you want to check it out, you can go check it out, I think, on their YouTube page. They usually have a video talking about it, but yeah, usually does not apply to people outside of the local region. All right, so let's talk about the limited banner wish animations because oh my god, there's a lot of movement. So the MC looks like she's holding the camera, she's recording the boys, and there's a lot of motion going on. It goes from her filming them to, seeing both of them and then to her point of view. And there are these big makeout scenes. Nobody has spring allergies. Lucky people. I have spring allergies. It sucks. But basically, I think that it's kind of clever because it's a mobile game and having the MC holding the phone and looking at it from her perspective, it's kind of like simulating that you're holding the film and filming in kind of like an AR type of immersive way, which I think is quite clever. I don't know if there's any sort of like gyro motion features built in. So, like if you're holding the phone and you're moving it, if you can kind of look around, don't know if that is included. It would be kind of cool if they did have it. Although there might be a disclaimer if you are prone to motion sickness, it could be a little bit nauseating. Like Caleb's memory looks like there's a lot of movement. Also, I have to talk about Xavier's animation. Like Xavier's best boy. I'm sorry. I will always call Xavier best boy until he's not best boy. But to me, he is. He's got like his little playful edge. He seems really playful in his sort of preview there. Like he's doing a lot. Like he's really like coming out of his shell. He's very handsy. Very like pin you down, but like in a nice way. Like Xavier, sir, please. Or don't. Do whatever you want. But I do like that they're giving us that sort of physical chemistry in a very playful way for all the boys. And there is the payoff. It seems like all the boys get that payoff as well. So this is good. I like it. More of this, please. just more, I don't know. I was gonna say more multi-banners, but then I'm like, I don't know if my wallet can handle that. Probably not. So yeah, that's everything. It's a lot. New banner, flowy shirt chaos, mini games, shop updates, Xavier hand tied pose in there somewhere, some makeout animations, all of that. So let me know what you're pulling for this time around. Are you skipping this because there could be other things coming up that maybe you want to save for? So are you pulling? Are you saving? Buying any of the passes? What do you think about the mini pass, what they did there? I'm interested to know what people think about that or what you think about that. Also the outfits. What do you think about the outfits? Am I on an island here? Am I the only one who thinks that these are extra, especially Xavier's? Be honest. Anyways, drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you find this useful, please like, subscribe. I really do appreciate it. If you want more Love and Space recaps, yapping, just pretty boys in general, please hit the notification bell to be notified when I post new videos. Thanks for watching. Good luck on your pulls, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.